Later, he confronted me and said,
"You have to forgive yourself, and you're gonna have to confront
The
her."
night confronted by blackness.
In Vietnam, you will be confronted by many organisms.
Peter, please, I want you to confront this man with your
When
charge.
confronted with violence and hoodlumism, the court has no alternative.
Confront the void when it's time to step on the wire.
I confronted him about it. They're totally
And we saw Sloan confront us.
Police have confronted the activists leading to violent clashes.
What was the prisoner's reaction on being confronted by the master-at-arms?
disappeared with the acid. Later, he confronted me and said, "What happened to the acid?" And I said, "I gave it out to all the other communities."
And if we are gonna succeed in this, you have to forgive yourself, and you're gonna have to confront her. But you don't have to do that alone.
No.
Throughout history have woken up in the dead of the night, confronted by blackness. The sense that our lives are without meaning.
Allow the fluoride to penetrate. Gentlemen, in Vietnam, you will be confronted by many organisms in the food, water, air that are foreign.
Now, Judge, kick him, kick him. Don't let him get me. Peter, please, I want you to confront this man with your charges.
Yeah, I don't want no part of that wacky dame. I'm looking for that other story to be severe.
Just a minute, I have...
Silence! When confronted with violence and hoodlumism, the court has no alternative. Since you still refuse to remember your name, but have pleaded...
I don't know if... When I confront the void, when it's time to step on the wire, I don't know if I'll be able to take my first step.
Well, she posted some weird love shit on his Facebook wall, so I confronted him about it. They're totally having sex.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I asked him straight up.
This table.
Who killed him?
And we saw Sloan confront this attendant.
What was his name?
And Sloan threatened...
Busing them into Mississippi to register black voters. Police have confronted the activists leading to violent clashes.
For 2 weeks, we've been training to join other freedom
and to repeat his accusations to Bud's face.
May I ask, what was the prisoner's reaction on being confronted by the master-at-arms?
I perceived no uneasiness in his demeanor.
País, capo de la droga. Escobar, frente a esta nueva amenaza, responde con una ola brutal de terror. Pablo Escobar.
Yes. At times, a man feels drawn toward the dangers that confront him, even at the risk of his own destruction.
These men are the rare breed, live to confront the wolf. They are the sheepdog.
I went to confront him. And he turned up.
Story mentions Prospero, a character I created to symbolize man's arrogance even when confronted with certain death. Prospero hosts a costume ball where death comes in disguise.
They're actors. To be Love, Death, and Time, they find Howard and they confront him.
So you...
They are burning people for less. The men you're about to confront have no emotions.
Simple morality tales. There's a good wrestler and a bad wrestler whom he confronts at the end. In between, the good wrestler has a love interest.
Before?
No, I haven't. Who says I did it?
You'll be confronted by the witnesses. If you haven't done anything, you have nothing to fear.
Important that you send your daughter a clear message that no matter what she has to confront in life, violence is not an acceptable answer.
Idea of sparing my feelings. I shall never be afraid to confront the real.
I'm going to visit Arkady Fedorov.
Are you insane?
I've made the decision to confront him.
This is suicide. He will kill you. Don't be...
It will through coercion. Now that Virginia confronts the armed might of the United States, we Virginians have determined that...
Infect them, their rapport.
Well, when do I confront him?
Just when they are starting to...
2 officers on the train were violently confronted by the crowd and tonight are in serious but stable condition at Gotham.
4 days after George had confirmed to his own satisfaction that his wife was cheating on him, he confronted... This is just bad writing.
Called central solution didn't work. Our only option now is to confront Hitler openly.
This is a military operation.
It's not a military operation, it's a political...
Tender. I just think I should come with you to Rome and confront him.
Nothing to warn me about it. In his defense, when I confronted him, he spilled everything.
Here is an example of the Wehrmacht blacklist. It's the greatest single danger that confronts an agent in the Reich. It carries the names of all suspects. It's brought up to...
We had to confront the chief prison officer, Barker. Mr. Smalls. But to do that, we had to take care of...
First, they looked like the perfect couple, but when confronted with our cameras, both were pretending, and finally everything was exposed.
You will be the first to confront the werewolf.
Is by coming here and talking with me, you made a choice to confront your issues and lick them.
I can't even leave my fucking apartment. Every time I go...
You need to say it, Harley. You need to say it in order to confront it so it can go away.
Right. Richard is having an affair. His father-in-law found out and confronted him. You tell her, or I will.
Okay, but even if that were the case, he...
Often cool and aloof and unemotional, especially when confronted with the boy we found in DeKalb and in our subsequent conversation. It was...
You regard me with some suspicion. First of all, you confront me with an individual who's supposed to identify me as something or other, but...
If I don't find him, at least I tried.
Just drop it, Dad. You've got way bigger fish to fry than confronting fucking Brian Spear. You're recording this?
Did you confront John about the visitor?
The visitor?
The friend of John's who was staying at your house?
Oh.
Yet I choose to be here.
Why?
To confront you. Already you have learnt to see my life.
I kind of knew him. I'd never really met him, I'd more confronted him. He was this person who'd been following me around for a while. And
I'll take responsibility for how I've lived in that world. I mean, you know, if I were actually to sort of confront the fact that I'm sort of sharing this stage.
Jealous rage, Martin Geist returns to his hotel room and confronts Ruth Zelig. He demands that she give him the ear. She refuses. Geist insists.
You were right about this town, I guess, because we finally got mugged. It's a funny thing, you're always talking about how I don't confront things, but I feel like if I could find those guys...
In local news, blood-related crime is on the rise, with a staggering 1 in 10 people being confronted by subsider activity in the last month.
Stepping out into the universe, we must confront the reality of interstellar travel. We must reach far.
Is in the midst of a medical treatment, one which forces all his identities to confront one another for the first time. I knew there would be violence.